heavy wrestle freaks. I'm your host, Alicia Warrington. Today, my lovely guest, you've seen his face at Battleground Pro, AWS, Alpha Omega, Santino Brothers, Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, where he's held the title at a lot of those. Right?
Probably every single one of them.
Every single one of them. And he's an all-around bad dude. Tito Escondido.
What's up? What's going on, guys?
Tito. Thanks for hanging out with me today.
Oh, love it. It's great.
Championship Wrestling from Hollywood's new Heritage Champion. He brought the championship title with him. Ladies and gentlemen, show us this. Gorgeous.
I actually don't go anywhere without it. Go to the gym, I go to the grocery store.
Do you wear that at the gym?
I do. In the sauna, doing laps in the pool.
Only that. You don't
Yeah, just this, yeah.
I love that. I've never actually held a title.
Pick it up, hold it.
Look at that.
It's heavy.
It's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
You have to be a bad dude to have that, to hold that, yeah? You got that? It's pretty amazing. I would wear that everywhere.
It goes with everything.
It does.
You just have to have a good pair of shoes to match.
Which you do.
Yeah, get the Vans on.
You recently won the Heritage title from Peter Avalon.
Yep.
You held it for 672 days.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy. You guys, if you don't watch Championship Wrestling from Hollywood, it's ever expanding. It's across the nation. You can see Tito's lovely face on your TV screens weekly. So check the show out, check your local listings. All right. Champ, good to be king?
It feels great to be on top, finally.
Yeah.
You know? It started at the bottom and climbed the ladder of success all the way to the top. It took a while to do it. It took a lot longer than I had thought, but
It always does.
it's worth it, I think, in the end, to work hard and see it pay off.
Absolutely. And Peter had the title for almost 2 years. How long are we going to see you hanging on to that thing?
For as long as possible. It kind of amazes me that he had it for 2 years, being so skinny and little as he is.
No
right?
offense to Peter, because he puts on great matches, but it'd be like me, basically.
Right. Well, I actually think you could beat him.
I think I could too.
Yeah.
I definitely could. In fact, I know. Peter, I challenge you.
Oi, bad dude Tito. Tito, you've been talking smack, bud, and I don't like that. You might think you're a bad dude and you have my title, but just like I said, it's my title. Bad dude, I'm gonna get it back by any means necessary. You know what, Alicia? You've been talking smack too. You say that you could take me. Bad dude says that you could take me. Oh no. I'm the biggest man in professional wrestling. PPA all day. If you want to step up to a challenge, do it. And I'll break you. I'll show you it's PPA all day as well.
I've loved pro wrestling. I've been going to matches since I was like 4. My mom used to take me all the time. But I didn't really get into independent wrestling until I actually saw your matches at Santino Brothers. The matches that you put on with Rico, your tag team partner from Los Bandidos.
Right.
Against Peter Avalon and Ray Rosas. Those matches that you guys did were like some of the best that I've seen in SoCal, and actually got me into the independent scene. The chemistry, not only between you and Rico, but between the 4 of you guys is incredible. How hard is it to find that chemistry and connection, and what's it like to be, I think, one of the top wrestlers here?
The chemistry, like, it was pretty easy with me and Rico and Ray because we all trained together. And then throwing Peter in there, it just clicked. He said, this is a really easy guy to work with. And with Rico, the chemistry with me and Rico, it feels like we're related or a cousin, because he only grew up only a city over from me. We were actually in the same school district, and we're the same age. So we probably went through a lot of different stuff, but similar. We're just really close. Like, he gets all my jokes, I get all his jokes. We have really similar personality. And then
It's really important when you're traveling and working with people.
Oh yeah, we all just went to San Diego last weekend, and that was a blast. And then we train with Ray, train with Rico, and then you throw Peter Avalon in there, who's one of the top guys in the scene. So easy to work with. It was just easy, and I love working those guys. It's like my favorite team to work with, because me and Rico are 2 big dudes, they're 2 little dudes. What they can't do, we do. What we can't do, they do. And we just play off each other really well.
You basically do every style, though. You can wrestle everything.
It just depends on who I'm wrestling. If I'm a wrestle a cruiserweight, then I'm a wrestle more of a big dude, brutal, like power style. If I'm wrestling a guy bigger than me, which I often don't get to do, then I'll do more of my cruiserweight style. Even though I am 235 pounds, I could wrestle like a cruiserweight. I can move like a cruiserweight. I could do all the lucha libre stuff.
What do you do with like Eli Ep.5?
Eli, I like working Eli. Pick him up, hit him hard, slam him hard, show off my power.
Yeah,
he's a tough guy,
man. He's a tough guy. We love watching him.
I think you have to be tough in wrestling, especially when you're his size. He's like 5'2",
yeah,
100 pounds. I think every time I'm around Eli and my son, I always tell my son, like, hey, go get him. Go get him.
How old is your son?
He's 11 years old.
Yeah, you could probably.
They're about the same size. I even tell Eli, I say, hey bro, I'm gonna coach my son's soccer team. I want you to show up in uniform. I'm gonna throw you on the field. No one will know. No one will know.
Most people probably don't know that your first gimmick was a Latter-day Saint.
Yeah, it really was like.
How in the world do you go from Latter-day Saint to the bad dude?
To the bad dude, right? Rock and roll, I guess. But I started training when I was 15 years old. By the time I was 16, they're like, all right, you're ready. I wasn't ready, but they told me I was, so I trusted them.
I don't know if you're ever ready. You kind of just have to.
Yeah, you gotta get thrown in with the sharks and see what happens.
That was the same with like my first, when I got my first like real drumming job. My first show was for 17,000 people at the Nassau Coliseum, and I was like, fake it till you make it. I didn't know what.
I agree. You gotta fake it till you make it. Yeah, and they're like, well, what do you want to do for a gimmick? And I'm like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I don't even know what moves I want to do.
Right.
Like, you guys are telling me everything to do, and I'm just listening to you. And they're like, well, you're an LDS, Latter-day Saint, you're gonna come out on a bike, you're gonna come out with the white button up with the tie before you go out there, maybe you'll preach to the Bible. Yeah. And I did it. I didn't know any better. I'm 16 years old, I'm super green, it's my first wrestling match, so I just go with what my trainers are telling me.
In the ring, Tito is arrogant, cocky, sometimes borderline offensive, which I think is great. I think it's great because as an entertainer, I think you have to push that envelope.
Right.
Have you ever turned it up a little bit too much where you've angered people and they've gotten involved from the crowd? Yeah.
People throwing beer cans at me. People seem not to like me. I don't know why. I'm a very lovable guy. I don't get it.
Seems very nice.
I mean, I don't live the gimmick. But yeah, man, sometimes they get really mad. They shout like offensive things to me and I'm like, wow. That was kind of overboard.
So I guess you just kind of got to go with it, and you're going to give them what they're giving you.
I'm going to give them what they give me, and we'll see what, who ends up on top at the end, I guess. But, throwing beers at me, waiting for me in the parking lot to assault
Seriously?
me. Yeah. Threatening to damage my car, threatening all kinds of stuff, but I don't let it bother me. I mean, whatever.
That sounds kind of like my job. I've hit people in the face before with drumsticks.
Well, sometimes you have to, right?
You have to put them in their place.
Right.
You know what? I'm very nice until provoked.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I could take all like the criticism, oh Tito you suck, Tito this, Tito that. You can say whatever you want. It doesn't really bother me, but don't put your hands on me and don't throw anything at me.
What did you do when someone threw beer at you?
I knocked them out.
You did?
Yeah,
a fan?
Yeah, basically. Went down like a ton of bricks.
How did you, where'd you lose the tooth?
In the ring
or?
In the ring, yeah. Just training. Stupid stuff. Just training at the dojo, and then, it was a receipt. Like, I guess the guy I was training with thought I hit him a little too hard. I didn't think so. So then he threw a receipt, and then I threw a receipt, and then it just kept going back and forth, trying to top each other, and then eventually it just kind of came out. I guess I used to have a beautiful smile.
You started training when you were about 15 years old, and you hid it from your parents for a while.
Yeah.
And so how could you hide it? Like if you couldn't even get up for school the next day because you're all beat up.
Right. My parents are separated, so that helped with hiding a lot of things, not just pro wrestling.
Okay.
So I'd be like, oh, I'm going to my dad's, and then I'd go pro wrestling. Or, oh, hey dad, I'm going to my mom's, and I'll go to pro wrestling. And then, so I would save up all my money I would get for lunch. or money I'd make on the side on the weekends or whatever, and then that would all go into pro wrestling. So they never had to pay for it.
Oh.
And that's how I hit it. And
how much was it like back then?
Shoot, I don't remember. I think it was relatively cheap, maybe like $100 a month or something.
Save your lunch money, kids, and you too.
But then I got really slick about it too. They'd be like, oh well, if you mop up and do all this, you don't have to pay for this week.
Right.
Or sometimes they'd forget, and I'm not gonna mention it, you know. Someone wants to give me some free training, that's fine with me.
Are your parents supportive of your career now?
Oh yeah.
Do they come to your matches?
My mom and dad both do. They both come to my matches, but my mom's like crazy, like the crazy lady in the fan. Like she thinks I'm still like a little kid playing baseball, and she's like, oh yeah, do this and do that.
Don't you touch my meat.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like super embarrassing. I get to the back, and the guys are like, who's that lady? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know who that crazy lady is. Someone please escort her out the building. She's nuts.
I love those crazy older ladies that go throwing in your panties and stuff like that up there.
Well, I hope my mom,
your
I hope my mom
wouldn't,
doesn't
but
do that.
the old ladies in general, I hope your mom doesn't
I
do
love
that
the
either.
old lucha ladies who don't know it's a work. And they get really like
my
upset
mom is
and
like
offended.
that. Like I said, my mom's been watching wrestling the same amount of times as I have, and she, to this day, for this show, I really want to do Karen's Corner, and I just want to call her and not let her know that I'm like recording it. She's so pissed about everything.
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
Every pay-per-view, I call and I'm like, what'd you think of Battleground or whatever? And she's like, oh, I don't even want to talk about it, what they did to Roman. Like, she loves her some Roman Reigns.
That's funny.
And she gets so worked up, and I'm like, Mom, it's a story, right? And she's like, oh, but they just I'm not watching it anymore.
Yeah.
She won't watch it.
And then she's there for Raw,
oh, yeah,
right?
she's in the front row.
I love those types. So me and Rico were in Mexico a year or two ago, and we almost started a riot. Just for teasing the little old ladies.
Yeah?
Yeah, because they threw a bottle of beer at us. It was wild. It broke, glass shattered everywhere.
When you started wrestling, you were a little dude getting thrown around by all the bigger guys. Yeah. Like, when did you get serious about the gym and becoming the beefcake that you are today?
I was always serious about it, like push-ups, sit-ups before bed, squats, and then I think I got really into it when I turned 18 and got a gym membership, and then it was on.
What music pumps you up at the gym? What do you listen to?
Rage Against the Machine, Metallica, like the older Metallica stuff. I get into a lot of gangster rap. Yeah, that really fires me up. Some gangster rap. But all kinds of stuff. Like, a lot of people don't know I listen to a lot of pop music too.
Yeah.
And that always throws people off.
What would we be most surprised about you listening to?
Katy Perry, or like the Jonas Brother guy. I like Selena Gomez. Demi Lovato.
I played with Selena for a little bit.
I'm very jealous right now.
I listen to everything.
Yeah, me too.
I would say I listen to everything from Dolly Parton to Lamb of God and everything in between. People have made fun of me sometimes. They're like, oh, you played with Miley Cyrus. It's like, you would too.
Right.
You would too. I don't know what you're trying to do. I'm trying to get paid.
Right.
Okay.
It's a business, right? People are like, oh, you sold out. I'm like, yeah, to the highest bidder. Like,
I know
give me
some
the
people
money,
gave you trouble for being on the Ellen show.
Yeah.
But they would do the same thing.
I still get paid for that Ellen gig.
Exactly. You get royalties.
I get a check and I'm like, what's this? I open it up. Whoa, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'll take that any day. Send it overseas. I get paid again.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah. Do I have to dress up like a bumblebee and dance like a fool?
Wrestling's very similar to being a musician, the ups and downs, the unpredictability of it all. And you were talking about your son. Now, if he wanted to get into wrestling, you'd want him to wait, or like, would you be excited if he wanted to get into the wrestling world?
I try to keep him away from it. Yeah, it's really bad sometimes, and I want to keep him away from all the heartache and stuff.
Any sports or entertainment, or do you want him to do something more conventional?
He's really big into soccer right now, so I try to push him towards that. The personal soccer coaches. Spring season, summer season soccer. So I try to push him to do that. He's really good at that. He's pretty athletic, but he's also really smart. So if he wants to pursue academics always first, I tell him, and then sports after.
Did you go to college?
No, I went for like a semester, and I was like, this ain't for me, man.
Me too. Yeah. I got kicked out, actually. Well, Well, I had a scholarship, and I had a business class, and we had to sell. I'm from Michigan. We had to sell Rice Krispie treats to get to a trip to California.
Okay. This is in college?
This is in college. My classes were kind of later at night, and I was starving, and so I was like, I'm gonna eat a Rice Krispie just to get through class. Then I kept eating them all. And I took them home, and my sister's like, you got a chocolate one, give me one of those. And I ended up owing like $400 for the Rice Krispies. So I'm like, I can't go to school anymore because I'm not paying. This is like a fundraiser.
Right.
And I ate them all. I gave them to all my friends.
Don't get high on your own supply. That's what they say.
That's the truth.
You should have just made them in your house and like gave them back, right?
Shoved them in the Kellogg's wrappers or whatever. If you were to get signed by a bigger promotion where you had to be on the road like 200 days a year or something, how would that affect your relationship with your son? Like, would you be interested in something like that?
Oh yeah, I mean that's the ultimate goal for any pro wrestler, to make a living in professional wrestling. It would be tough, but you know, with all the new technologies, FaceTime, and all that stuff, I think I'd be able to maintain a close relationship with him still.
You have money to bring him out.
Yeah, right. Fly him out. No problem. Come on the road. Let's do this.
Summer break from school.
He's not very good when it comes to road trips, but you know, we have to break him in.
All right, so in an interview about 4 years ago, you said you didn't like women's wrestling. It was boring and bad. You did, you said it.
I might have.
In the 80s, I loved women's wrestling. But we had like Bull Nakano, Sherry Martel, Moolah, all those like, that was really good. In the 90s came, we had the Attitude Era, and women's wrestling was turned into a joke, basically. But now we've seen this kind of a resurrection of women's wrestling again, and I think as far as pro wrestling goes, we have a lot of great females in WWE, Lucha Underground. You have like Eva Lise and Taya Valkyrie and all those girls. One of my favorite matches of yours was against a female.
Okay, I know where you're going.
No disqualification against Ruby Ray. So do you still feel that way, or do you think that there's been any improvement in women's wrestling?
I think it just depends which women are wrestling and what they're doing, really. Yeah, I mean some women wrestle really well.
Because that was a pretty brutal match.
It was, man. She's tough, and I took it to her. I didn't wrestle her like she was a women's wrestler. I wrestled her like she was a wrestler.
We wanted to talk about that.
She's a wrestler. If she's gonna get in the ring, you gotta treat her like a wrestler.
That's right.
Yeah.
And she held her own.
She's tough. She's like, you know, don't take it easy on me because I'm a woman. I'm like, I don't like to.
You ended up winning that with like breaking the caution wet floor sign over her
It was
head.
very shady. I had the ref in my pocket. I hit her with the wet floor sign.
That Justin Borden, wasn't it?
Shout out to Justin Borden, man. Bad dude referee right there.
He is a bad dude referee. We love to hate him.
I love to love him.
Who surprised you in the ring? Like, who were you not expecting to bring the fight that they did?
I would say Eli.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's really tough. Even for being so little. Brody King was another one too, but I wasn't really surprised with that. I knew I'm in for a war when I wrestle him. But like knowing and then getting in the ring and then feeling it, like that's why I like to wrestle him, because sometimes you know that's my style too. So two big bulls in there fighting. I mean,
who were some of your favorite wrestlers growing up?
When I was really little, Hogan, Warrior, but there were some bad guys I liked too, or heels like $1 Million Man. I always
I've always been a fan of heels.
Yeah, and then like Mr. Perfect and Rick Rude. I used to always do the Rick Rude thing like around the house, and like as a kid, you're probably not supposed to like the heels, but I really liked those guys. They stood out big time to me.
Mr. Perfect was my favorite.
Yeah, I love Mr. Perfect.
I remember I went to see him when I was like 8 or something and had a Mr. Perfect sign. And you know, he's too cool. Kind of like you do at your matches. Like you acknowledge people, but when you're a heel, you know. But like Mr. Perfect saw my sign and he spit his gum at me, and I was like, yes! Like I think I cried because I was so excited that he spit his gum at me.
I would be stoked. I'd probably frame you in one of those little boxes or something.
Yeah. Did you get to see any of those guys? Did you go to matches at that time?
I did. I used to go out to the Long Beach arena out there. I saw Undertaker, Bret Hart, $1 Million Man. I saw all of them, and where we had parked, you could kind of see them walking around, so that was really cool too. My parents would always surprise me. They'd be like, "Oh, we're going to the doctor for shots." I'm like, "Oh, the doctor for shots." And then we're like, where are we? Like, oh, wrestling?
Oh, they're at the Long Beach Arena
Oh,
today?
you got us. Good one. I remember betting my dad $1 for Hogan versus Warrior. And then I lost the $1 and he still took it. I'm like, bro, like, I'm a little kid. Give me my $1 back.
When I don't like working with people or there's difficult people on the road, I can leave them on tour. I don't have to work with them again.
Right.
As a wrestler in a small community, like, you have to work with these people. So if you've ever had a real life beef with someone, how difficult is it to still have to work with them in the ring and actually protect them and not actually hurt them? Because I want to beat the hell out of them.
No, I mean, because at the end of the day, you're a professional.
Yeah.
Well, put a little spice on something, a little punch here and there, a little bit of mustard on something. Yeah, probably. But at the end of the day, you know, if you go around just beating people up and hurting them, no one's going to want to wrestle you. No one's going to want to book you. No one's going to want to hire you. So, you know, you got to keep it professional. You know, outside the ring, whatever, you know, you stay in your corner, I'll stay in mine. We don't need to talk to each other. It's not a big deal. But in the ring, yeah, I'm a total professional. I might tag you with a couple good ones, but they're all going to be in the pocket, and you won't have to worry about being hurt with me.
Bad dude is actually a good dude.
I am a good dude. Good dude.
Let's show off your new t-shirts.
Sure, yeah.
Tito brought this amazing shirt. Awesome. Check that out.
Yeah, it's kind of a play on the Bad Dudes video game from Nintendo back in the 80s.
That. Who did the artwork?
There's Nolan Ryan of Wyatt Designs. He does a lot of guys' shirts here in SoCal. He did a great job with that.
You know what? I think I saw online Mariachi Loco wants one of these. Did you save him one?
You have to pay double, man.
$45 for you, sir.
For Loco?
And a dance off.
Yeah, get out of here, Loco. Cheapskate, always trying to, you know, let me have one. How about you buy one, Loco?
Support.
I know you're making that good money.
Support, come on.
Yeah. Give me one. Everyone's like, great shirt, I want one. Like, yeah, I want $20 for one. Like, give me $20, I'll give you one.
So you guys pick those up when you see them at the shows. You're gonna have those at your upcoming shows.
Yeah, I'll have them at all shows. I have all sizes. Catch me at the merch table.
Give us one of your craziest in-ring moments, mishaps, or the most bizarre match that you've had.
A lot of times, me and Rico will do a spot when we're wrestling. We call it the Ric Flair spot or Shawn Michaels spot, where they pull our trunks down from the back.
Yeah.
And sometimes guys pull them too much, and like it leaves not much to the imagination. So
that's where the belt comes in.
Yeah, that gets a little out of hand sometimes. Couple times I wrestled guys who really didn't want to work with me. And
why?
I don't know.
Because your pants come down?
Maybe they don't like my beautiful smile. The haters, I guess, but you know, sometimes things get a little out of hand in there.
And then, so how does that work? Somebody doesn't want to work with you. I mean, you're scheduled to work with them, and then what happens?
Well, most of the time I'm bigger and stronger, so if they don't want to work with me, like, tough shit. Like, you could get light or you could not get light. Yeah, it's up to you. You want the easy way or the hard way.
First concert.
Third Eye Blind.
Rams or Steelers?
Steelers.
All the way.
All the way. That was an easy one.
If you could be in one of them, Four Horsemen, NWO, DX.
I'd probably come down to NWO or DX. But because there's so many members of the NWO, I think I'd kind of disappear, so I'd go DX.
Okay.
Plus I could do the suck-its. In high school, that's all we used to do from across
you do that around
the hall.
school?
Yeah.
Best tag team of all time.
Probably LOD. That's my favorite. Yeah.
Got them over here.
What a rush, baby.
Oh, what a rush.
Or the Steiners.
Yes. Favorite cheat day meal?
Pizza, probably.
Love pizza.
Or the Crunch Wraps from Del Taco.
What pizza do you get?
Pineapple ham. Hawaiian style. All those haters hate pineapple on pizza, but it's delicious.
On your cheat days, are you like a girl? Like, do you think, oh, I'm fat?
I do that every day.
Every day you think
Every
fat?
day I look in the mirror like, am I fat? I think I'm fat. Or I'll watch myself on TV, man, I'm so fat.
What team are you on? Let's Go Cena or Cena Sucks?
Let's Go Cena.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Who wins? Los Bandidos or the Steiner brothers?
Oh man.
Steiner's
in their prime? Oh shit. Probably Los Bandidos, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta go with the ego back in me, so.
Celebrity crush.
Selena Gomez.
Tito is gonna sing us out with a little Maroon 5 hit. Take it away, Tito.
I need a beat. I probably shouldn't have tweeted that, right? I need background music, I think, and I can do it. Oh man, I'm on the spot now, it's so bad.
This love has
Taking a toll on me, she said goodbye, something or another.
Yes. Tito, any other words?
Thanks for having me. I can't wait for this to come out. So it's been
I'm
a blast.
excited about it. This has been amazing. Thanks for hanging out. Show us your belt, your title one more time.